Side of the penalty area. Mitchell goes for goal. Oh, McGrath spills it! And Exeter have the lead! Goes very deep, this one, arriving at the far post, and it was the header. It's off the line. It's in! Exeter City are level at the start of this second half, as they did it.
Goes out the cross. Caleb Watts will return it though, and it's a perfectly placed header from McGuinness. That might just make all the difference. Quite some week that Josh McGuinness is having. 2 goals.
Obviously, the midweek game with the FA Cup was a free hit almost, if you like. We went toe to toe with a team that are 3rd or 4th in the Premier League and did everything we had to do. Unfortunately, came out the wrong side of a penalty shootout. So it took us into Saturday's game, which was a totally different game. The way we played, we were a bit more direct, and we defended for our lives at times. Like I said, all the way through, we defend from the front. So to keep a clean sheet for the first time in 3 months was a big result for us.
Go into a penalty shootout against Forest, like you said, it's always a free hit. How, as a goalkeeping team, and how does Joe prepare for a penalty shootout? Because there's not always there's only a chance that you might only get that far.
We go through everything. Young Harry does all the goalkeeping side of it, the penalties. So we go through every penalty taker. Joe had a list of about 13 penalty takers, and obviously when we go into when the teams come in, we cross off who's not available, who's not playing, and it whittles it down. And obviously with the subs that come on, they were on the sheet, but they were really good penalties, to be fair.
And I think it can be hard as a goalkeeper, I'd imagine, to sort of remember, right, this is this player. Where did he go? What did Kev tell me?
No, Joe makes his own mind up, to be fair. We go through it, we give it, and he makes a decision on the instinct, if you like. He's done well, he's done all right this season. He's made a couple of saves in penalties. And it's a free hit for the goalkeepers. If you save them, you're a hero. If you're not, so be it. But like I say, apart from Gibbs White's one where he's waited and started twice, which is the first time he's done that, he's not going to get anywhere near the other penalties, to be fair to him.
He made some wonderful saves in that game, Joe, as well. And then the clean sheet on Saturday. Now, he said after the Forest game on his social media that he'd found the last few weeks pretty tough. So that must be a confidence-boosting clean sheet for Joe on Saturday.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, he's a great kid to work with. He studies his game, works extremely hard in training, wants to get better every day, works on lots of things that he knows he needs to improve on, which is great. And I'm pleased because, like I said, this year, or certainly since probably October, November time, where we've had lots of injuries, players filling in places that they're not really familiar with, would upset Joe. And the way we try and play, he's come in and he's fantastic with his feet. And he has had a tough time, but he keeps digging. He's not made any excuses. And he's brave, he'll come out for things, he'll try and help the team. And the team have tried to help him in many ways. So he's, I would say he's fairly pleased with the season he's had. I mean, he's made mistakes, he knows that, but he's kept us in a lot of games where, we could have lost games.
You spoke about the back line there and how disrupted it was in terms of constantly having to change that back three, if you like. How disruptive would you say that is for a goalkeeper with a different defence in front of you every week?
I think it's disruptive for everyone. When you've got Sweens that's missing, who's probably the best ball-playing sort of right-sided centre-half in the league, he's missing a chunk of the season. Obviously Tristan, who was probably arguably one of the best defenders in the league, he's obviously gone back in January. John Lee came in, got injured, came back, is now injured again. Fitzy came in, got injured. So it's been a really tough period for the team in general, not just Joe, and it has affected us. But players have come in and done their very best of what they can, and Ed's played left-sided centre half. Sicko has done a great job at right-sided centre half, and he continues to do that.
We saw the difference that a sort of structured out-and-out defence can do with that clean sheet on Saturday. That must be a really good platform now going forward, in the hope that keep those players fit. We've got more defensive backup now as well.
Yeah, we have. I mean, obviously Angus has come in and looked very smooth in there. played some great passes in through the lines yesterday. Oh, Saturday. And obviously Al, an old favourite and a local boy, has come in and has helped the team out. And again, it's a natural centre half playing in his position, which does affect and help Joe.
Something that's been mentioned this week is the supporters. Now, we know as a supporter-owned club, it's something we talk about all the time, but I think they probably showed their very, very best of themselves, not just Tuesday, but getting up at 3, 4 a.m. to get to Cambridge on Saturday as well.
Yeah, I think the Tuesday game sort of takes care of itself. Everyone in the town wanted a ticket. The amount of people that came to me from someone I've been at school with 35 years ago wanted tickets because they were a Forest fan. So, but the Saturday trip, I think they left here at 3:30 in the morning. Absolute phenomenal effort from them. And obviously the lads are very grateful for the support and they've stuck with us. There's murmurs and moans and stuff like that, which is going to be, but the majority of them have stuck with us, and hopefully we've turned the corner and we can keep building.
And over 1,000 supporters will be heading up to Charlton on Saturday. I mean, does it feel like that Forest game sort of brought everyone back together again, and it feels like everyone's in it together now? Yeah,
I think just from the off, when the players come out, the support that they got, and even like when I listened to the names being read out and the cheers and the support that every player got from their name being read out, gives players a little boost of energy and a bit of confidence. And hopefully, like you say, it has galvanised the fans. They saw the players 100% committed to the cause. That no one would have thought in that stadium that we were going to take it to extra time. But the team sheet that came out, it gave us a bit of hope. I'm not going to lie. There's hope there because yes, they had huge firepower on the subs bench, but it gave us an opportunity to cause an upset, and it has galvanised the club, all the players and the fans. And obviously Saturday, when the 300-400 people travelled at ridiculous o'clock in the morning to come up and watch that, which sometimes we haven't been pretty away from home, and to stick with the team and see a result is obviously very pleasing for everybody.
Just finding an opportunity to talk about the wider goalkeeping group. So obviously Frankie, Harry, both out on loan spells. Frankie, very highly regarded at Exmouth. Just tell us a little bit about how impressed you've been with those two out on their loan spells.
Yeah, obviously Harry's had a bit of a tough sort of season. He went out on loan, then came back, helped out part way. He's training really well, and now he's playing some games which I think will benefit him. He's obviously got Greener with the 21s, which is playing the Premier League Cup games, which again, games for both of those youngsters is key. Frankie has done brilliant. His first full season in the professional game. Obviously, his dad being a goalkeeper, so he's got a good ground in there. Great lad, willing to work. We do a lot of clips after training. They watch all the training back, and they're trying to keep improving all the time, which is, it's half the battle. If they want it, then there's every chance.